Hello and salutations and welcome to the finale, the absolutely Navi. We have to save Princess Zelda for impersonation. Even on the final episode, she has to get the last word in. Yes, welcome to the final episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is the very last episode, which I'm very happy about. I was actually going through the videos earlier today and realized that this LP's been going on since May. So pretty much the entire year, which I'm kind of ashamed to say. But yeah, check it out. We got the 100 gold sculptures. We got all the stuffs, all that stuff. Well, actually, we're still missing technically one thing, but we'll be getting it in this episode, so don't worry too much about it. Let's, there's not really much else to do, so let's go straight up to Ganon's castle and activate a cutscene where Mr. talks to us. Link, can you hear me? It's Robert the Sage. I don't ever remember what voice I gave you, old man. I apologize for that. We six will gather our power to create a bridge for the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 60... How is it known by that? Well, I mean, I guess there are people still alive in Hyrule, aren't there? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I think it's kind of funny that nobody really calls it Ganon's Tower. Robert just made that up, like, on the spot to sound cool. It's a funny scenario. Also, Rainbow Bridge, so that's pretty cool. Again, this is one of those moments that really stuck out to me when I was a kid, of just, and Link's, like, peering over the edge there. That's kind of weird. This is one of those moments that really stuck out to me as a kid, when it comes to this game. This part I remembered. I used to spend a lot of time, actually, trying to, like, get around the edge of the castle here and stuff like that, and obviously falling to my death a lot, as I almost just did, into the abyss. But anyways, this episode's already going to be super long in the first place, so I probably don't need to be wasting time. Let's jump right on in. I am very excited about this. It's one of those, like, it seems like every time somebody LPs this game, it ends up going on way longer than it's supposed to. Hello, Mr. B-Moses. It's kind of cool with the crisscross and the laser and all that. Man, this looks so cool. I mean, it's evil as all get out, given. Instead of going clockwise or counterclockwise, the first thing we're actually going to do is go over here. Actually, probably would have been quicker if we headed the other direction, so let's turn around and go the other direction. Each of these little areas is based on, like Robert was saying, or I think he was saying. I honestly wasn't paying that much attention, if I'm being honest with you. Each of these little places is based off of one of the temples and all that, which is kind of interesting, because some of these areas, while based off the, like, Forest Temple and all that, they kind of take on the early draft of the Forest Temple, and I'll comment on that more when we get there. Anyways, we're going to go to the Shadow one first, even though it's a little bit out of order. And the reason we're doing that is because there's something we need from here. It's actually the final major item in the game. It's in this very room. It's not 5 rubies. I mean, hopefully you guys knew that already. It's not rubies. We don't need rubies. Sorry, somebody was texting me. I had to look at my phone for a second. Yeah. I can't believe this is actually the end. Like, at this point, Ocarina of Time has become so ingrained in my, like, back of my head, because it has not been... Why am I trying to shoot ice arrows at that? That's not what... No, not at all. It's not like I've had a regular schedule for Ocarina of Time or anything like that, but I have very much so, like, had it in the back of my mind the entire time. It's always been in the back of my mind. It's like, okay, I need to practice this, or I need to record this, and blah, 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 blah. So to not have to worry about it after finishing recording this, well, technically after I finish editing it and all that, it's just an odd feeling, and it's one I'm not really going to be used to. It's going to be weird to be able to focus on Paper Mario instead. Anyways, as you might have guessed, this is the Shadow Temple area, so we have to use some of these Shadow Temple items, such as the Lens of Truth and the hover boots and all that. Although I will say, and it goes back to the whole... Don't fall. Oh, okay. I barely made that. It goes back to the whole do not wear hover boots right now. With small, barely can fit on them pathways. That would be a bad idea. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. I always panic a little bit right there. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. Some of the places here are less based off the actual dungeons we've played and more off the, like, early drafts of those dungeons. And it becomes really relevant around the Forest Temple. Because originally, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but this has always been what I've heard. So it's what I'm going on now. But originally, the Forest Temple was supposed to be a Wind Temple, which they ended up using in Ocarina of Time, and... Okay, whew. And a few other games, so... Also, look how pretty this looks! It's kind of weird, because I never actually knew that this is water down here. Or, I mean, obviously it's not water. If you fall in it, you die. But I always thought it was a black abyss until I plugged in, I got the component cables now, and it's at 480p, and on a really nice TV. So I was playing my practice file, and I looked down, and all of a sudden it was, like, super cool looking. I'm like, whoa! Never knew that was there, and it made me very happy. Get off the link chest. What? Anyways, this is the last time we will be opening this here treasure chest, or any treasure chest at all, really. The final item in the game that gives us official 100%. You found the golden gauntlets you can feel leave more power cursing through your arms. Grab and lift stuff up. Best description ever. Or one of the best descriptions ever. But yeah, that's the last major item in the game, so we're done. Thanks for coming, guys. Whoa, I lost my cursor there for a second. That was weird. Thanks for coming. Hope you enjoyed. No. We do technically have 100%. Well, I mean, we'll have 100% when we beat the game, obviously. But we do technically have all the items in the game right now. Just kind of show you all of them. That's all the equipment. We got all the upgrades that I'm aware of, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got all the upgrades. Blah, 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 blah. Did the mask quest. All the places unlocked. All gold sculptures. All special items. Everything. We should be good to go. Now, that said, there is actually one or two things in the game I haven't shown off yet. For no real reason. The one thing that really... I kind of wish I would have shown off, and I may still do like a bonus video or something about it, is the racing with the, I keep wanting to call him Postman, but he's not the Postman in this, he's the Running Man. The racing with the what did I just say? What did I just say? The racing with the Running Man. We didn't do that, and there's one or two other little things that just didn't show off because they don't do anything, really. I believe, I know, shadow barriers, shut up, Sheik, or not Sheik, Impa. Same difference. There's a few things we didn't do. Oh, I was wrong. We actually don't have quite 100%. We're about to get 100%, though. Sorry, I forgot about something I'm about to have to go do. Now that we have the gloves. Yes, and then we have to go through all the different temples and do that, and it's going to be fun. But I'm actually going to cut right here and meet you outside of the castle to go get the last upgrade in the game that I totally didn't forget about until just now. See you guys in a second. And we are back outside of Ganon's castle, and I know you guys are thinking, why'd you cut there? It's only like 15 seconds. Honestly, this video is already going to be like stupid long in the first place. I'm expecting at least 45 minutes, so any kind of trimming down I can do, I'm probably going to. But anyways, we got this upgrade. We just got the silver gauntlets like in the Spirit Temple. We already got an upgrade for them that allows us to do this awesome little thing. Makes Link super strong. It's awesome. There's a little cutscene every time he lifts this up. There's only like 3 or 4 times in the game you can do these, and they're all right here. They'll all be in this episode. But I mean, it's cool. It does feel a little tacked on, you know, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like they needed one last thing in Ganon's tower, but it's nitpicky at the best to really point that out too much. But anyways, this is the very last thing in the game, or very last upgrade in the game. Very last Great Fairy in the game as well, so I'm pretty dang excited, because that means we don't ever have to see these creatures again, if you can call them that. Abominations is more like it. That sounds so mean, but I mean, look at them. They're all polygonal and nasty. Welcome, Link. I'm the Great Fairy of Courage. Going to enhance your defensive power. This is actually, like, as much as I'm making fun of it and saying, you know, it's the last in the game, blah, blah, blah. It's actually probably the most useful fairy upgrade out there. Not even lying. I mean, I guess Dense Fire and stuff like that may give it a run for its money, but really, I think this is the most useful. It just kind of sucks that you get it this close in the game. It effectively doubles your hearts. Like, we had 20 hearts before, we essentially have 40 now. Double defense power, and it's awesome. Although I will admit, it makes this game kind of a joke at some point in time. When battle is Major Ririk, please come back and say, I will never, ever see you again. Or at least not this version of you. I'm still planning on redoing my Majora's Mask at some point in time, and I'm definitely going to do other Zelda games. So, I mean, I guess I'm kind of trapped with you for all eternity, which makes me just sad on such an emotional level. Anyways, now that we did that, I'm going to go back in the castle, and I will see you guys there. And we are back inside of Ganon's Tower, so I'm just going to start going counterclockwise here. Or actually clockwise, excuse me. And just make a circle going around doing all these, because there's no particular order you need to do them in, really. Besides, personally, I like doing the shadow one first, so you can get that and get the double defense and all that out of the way. But really, I mean, none of them are particularly hard. They're just kind of tedious more than anything. And it's not they're not difficult at all, and there's no real reason to do them in any other order, or any order besides doing the Shadow Temple first. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm really nervous about this recording session because I'm a little low energy, and I know I'm a little low energy. Like, I feel a little low energy, and, you know, this is the finale of the series, so I want it to be really good and all that. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. But I just really needed to get the recording done today. Nope, there we go. That's what I want to do. I just really needed to get the recording done today, and, hopefully it turns out okay. I am very excited that this is the finale, honestly. Even though I have been dreading the recording a little bit, just because I know how it's going to be a very long recording and somewhat tedious, and I'm going to try and edit it like as soon as I finish, too, which makes it even more tedious. Not tedious isn't the right word. Makes it even more ominous, like imposing, I guess would be a good word for it. You get like that whenever there are certain episodes you know are going to be tough or long or something like that. Because even though like the normal recording session is, you know, an hour to an hour and a half, you do have these little breaks in between where you don't have to say anything, or, you know, you can generally just, also, if you don't see what I'm doing, we got bomb shoes there, so we're going to drop them like that, and then watch them go through the hole in the top of the grating, and yay, fun. Everybody has fun. Everybody Wing Chun tonight. That was not the right tune, I don't really care. But yeah, like, even though you know a recording session is, yeah, excuse me, words are my favorite because I'm good at them. When you know it's going to be a particularly difficult recording session, either because a minigame is going to be hard or, you know, something like that, you do have this sort of ominous feeling. I do not remember which one the right one is. I want to say it's this one, if I remember right. Can you not fail? There you go, yeah. All the other ones are traps. They pull out on dead hands, so I'm just not gonna mess with them. Don't worry about them. When you know it's going to be a particularly long or hard recording session, you do have this sort of excuse me. It's like 13 minutes in recording, and my throat's already getting dry, and stuff like that is what I mean. Because even when you have a long recording session, it's multiple episodes. You have a break between each episode that you can take like 3 to 5 minutes or something like that to take a drink, calm down, think about what you're going to talk about in the next episode, or if you're not going to think about what you're talking about in the next episode, and just generally, like, plan things out a little bit. And that little 3 to 5 minutes does actually make a pretty big difference. When it's a finale episode, or just a really long episode like that, when you know it's going to be a single episode recording session, it can be kind of tedious. Like, the last recording session was one episode, but I knew a lot was going to be cut out, so I knew there was going to be a lot of dead time where I could, do, like I said, take that little break, take a drink of water or something like that. But for this one, that's not going to be the case, because I'm pretty much always going to be moving around and doing something in this episode, even though it's going to end up being at least 45 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Because we got the ending and the cutscene and all that. Also, BA angle and links. That's a thumbnail if I've ever seen one. I'm so happy that this game is done. I was really... hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa. Stuff's happening and I don't like it. Oh yeah, we can't use 2 items at one time, can we? Can't use 2 magic items at one time. I don't have to worry about them hearts. All we need to worry about, really, is those bats. And as you can see, those bats are actually throwing out, like, 50 ruby pieces. I think they do that. Yeah, they do that if you kill them before they fly off. Like this one. Watch, this one's gonna do it too. Wait for it. I missed entirely. Also, using light arrows and these things is like total overkill, but I really don't care at this point. Yay! I think all these treasure chests are fake. I don't think all of them are traps. I think all of them are fake. Like, arrows are not what you're looking for. These are not the chests you're looking for. I know at least one of them is a trap too. Yeah, they start throwing rubies at you at the end of the game for some reason. I don't know why. You got the gold sculptural reward and all that. I'm not going to bother opening all these because most of them are just arrows or rubies or stuff like that. Duh, who am I kidding? Yes, I am. I can't escape it. I have to. I knew there's a trap one here, but I have to open it. I just can't. I just literally can't. I can't even. I can only odd. Ugh. I mean, I guess really we could use the arrows and nothing else, but still. Blah, blah, blah. I do feel like I'm not quite as high energy as I usually am. Which needs to not be the case, because it's the final episode, and I'm really happy about that. I mean, yeah. Also, dear God, there are more of these were traps than I remember there being. Is that all of them? Yes, okay. Thank you. My, whatever you want to call it, has been satisfied. I don't think there's anything in here. There's nothing special in here. You just have to play the song to get the... This is like one of the stupidest rooms in the entire game, I think. It's nothing but padding, and I don't understand. Like, what is the purpose of this room besides just being slightly annoying and making my already super long video even longer for some reason? You just play the song, the chest falls down, and you open the chest, and then you open the door. And well, I mean, I say open the chest, but then Link won't do it. Darn it, Link! There we go. Open the chest, and then open the door. Woo-hoo! That was... What was that? What even... Why? Okay, this room's actually kind of dangerous, though. You got all these big old boulders, which you guys have seen I don't handle very well from past episodes. Yeah. I really do get hit with boulders a lot. I don't understand why. I mean, I know because I get in their way a lot more than anything. Simple little ruby room right here. Nothing to worry about. Nothing too bad. Ow. Told you. It had to happen at least once. Obviously, if you run out of time, bad stuff happens. And they do keep the timer going as you're running for the door, which I find kind of odd. Well, maybe not odd is the right thing. Kind of new. I don't think they've done that before. I keep getting hit with the boulder. Thank Lord I do have double friggin'... There's nothing here. That's problematic. Why is there nothing here? Also, a dead hand will fall down if you stay in here too long. Yeah, it's an invisible wall. I don't know why they do that in the light area. Which is the one we're in. And if I know I didn't point that out, but if you didn't notice that we're in the light temple area, which is weird because there was no light temple. It's a temple of time. But I guess is why they just had random things. Hello, fat man. How you doing? The light battery is dispelled. Hurry. I mean, I'm hurrying as fast as I can. I've already warned the people multiple times. This is going to be a long episode, so... I mean, your butt is probably going to fall asleep, and I do apologize for that. But, I mean, I tried to warn you. What can I say? Next up is the fire area, which, probably my favorite of these little areas here. For no other reason than it's just aesthetically pleasing a bit more than the other ones. The other ones are all kind of... None of them really match the area they're in, except maybe the water one a little bit, the water temple one. But for the most part, all these just kind of look like the rest of Ganon's tower. This one, you have to put on, there's lava everywhere, obviously, first off. You have to put on the fire tunic to run on the thing, or to be in the room, period. You run on the thing, and it sinks into the lava all slowly, like, and it's very reminiscent of the fire temple, whereas the other one's not quite as much. I mean, a little bit. Like, even the Shadow Temple we went to first did have some remnants of the Shadow Temple, but most of them were more game mechanics than actual remnants of the temple itself. By game mechanics, I mean, woo, that almost fell into lava. I mean more, like the invisible platforms and all that, and I guess technically light likes. So one more time, I think, if I remember right, this is actually the last time we get to do this, so hopefully it was worth it. That was a useful item. Used it all of 3 times. I think that's the last time. I could be wrong, but I think that I'm almost positive that's the last time we used the golden gauntlets. So I mean, they were useful. I mean, technically, we did use them. Ergo, they are useful. So I guess can't argue too much with that. I do suggest doing that. Picking that one up first because it gives you a platform to walk on to get this last little ruby right here. And once that's done, the camera's actually pretty forgiving and autocorrects there for you. Now, the only problem here is that we have to get on that sinking platform and do kind of a quick shot with the hook shot, which, as you guys are probably aware, is not easy with the hook shot. I am not, not easy with the GameCube controller. I did it right then, but I have had a lot of problems doing that before with the GameCube controller. It's just like the GameCube controller is like my favorite controller ever made. It's probably the best designed game controller I've seen, which I know a lot of Xbox people will probably argue with me about that, but it's a close run. But I think the GameCube one probably comes out on top. Which I mean, honestly, when you think about it, it's not a whole lot different than the Xbox controller. But regardless, yeah, if I buried the dead and yay. But the joystick on the GameCube controller, while leagues above the Nintendo 64 controller, it's kind of hard to aim, especially on third-party ones like the one I'm playing on. It's kind of hard to aim on the Wii Virtual Console with it. I touched on that a bit during my Majora's Mask Let's Play when I first started LPing. Which I know a lot of people actually don't know I've done a Majora's Mask Let's Play already. It is incomplete. It's a long story. And I'm sure I've mentioned it before. Maybe not necessarily during this LP, but just in general. Also, I love how I talk about how it doesn't have the aesthetic of the temple, and then all of a sudden, hey, ice. I mean, that's technically not the aesthetic of the water temple, to be fair. Where are you going, Mr. Freezard? Get back here so I can kill you. How dare you run away from me while I'm talking to you? That's not cool, bro. Yeah. I think this is actually one... Well, hey. Is he showing up back over here, or will he show up back there? I don't know. Oh, there he is. This is actually one of those things I was talking about where, these areas resemble more their original drafts than the actual final temples that we went through. Originally the water temple, I believe, I could be wrong about this, but if I remember right, I believe the original water temple was supposed to be an ice temple. Speaking of the devil. Obviously, they took the ideas they had for the ice temple and turned them into ice cavern and all that. And you know what? I'm going to use one of my... We need 2 of these, so I'm going to have to let the bugs go. For the final time, goodbye, Mr. Bug. It's been swell. What can I say? Ha! Well, you had to... I love how I froze the second one. You had to just ruin a good moment there, didn't you, Mr. Ice Sickle thing? And then the last one shatters. So we used up a fairy for no reason, but we had to because we need an empty bottle. But we need 2 flames. Although, well, really, no. We could have just let the bottle, let it go out, because really we just need this one right here, and then one more in the next room. So we could have just got away with using 1 bottle, but screw it, I'm lazy. Obviously. Also a little slow down there. That was weird. Now that's done, we go into the next room, and it is our favorite timed sliding block puzzle. Although this one, to be fair, is quite a bit easier than the other ones. Not really a whole lot to miss on this one, just to be perfectly earnest. Perfectly earnest. Although I will admit, during my press file, I had a little problem with this because I was dumb. I wasn't really paying that much attention while I was practicing the last part of the game, to be honest with you. Oh, we can get another fairy back. Let's do that, just in case. Or I can go on the wall for... Okay, there you go. I was about to say. You cheated me out of a fairy game. I didn't like that. I didn't enjoy that, man. Was not very happy with you. Also, I'm going to switch out of my red tunic just because I want to finish the game in full-on Link style. Literally Link style, like with his clothes and all that. See, that was a funny joke. I don't care who you are. That was fun. Did I really just go Larry the Cable Guy there for a second? Oh my lord. I apologize immensely for that. I am so sorry. I legitimately feel guilty for just saying that. I don't know what to say. I am lost. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you forgive me. Get everything really somber there for a second. That's actually it for this one. We're actually blowing through these a little bit faster than I did in my practice file, so maybe it won't be quite as bad. I'm still expecting 45 minutes at least, minimum. Just because we have the cutscene and all that at the very end of the game. Although, I will admit, I'm very excited about the cutscene because it's my favorite cutscene probably in video game history. It's got kicking music, and even though it raises a lot of questions about game lore, which I'll point out when we get there. Hello, crazy person. You need to go away. Luckily, I will never see you again. And I am legitimately happy about that. Yeah. How many of these do we have left? This is the Forest Temple? I think we've done all the other ones, so it should just be the Forest Temple, I think. I am not 100%, if I'm going to be honest with you. They're not in... Are they in order? No, they're not in order. They're not at all in order. Which way are we going? This way? Yes, there's Forest Temple. I know we haven't done that one yet. Okay. So, as I was saying earlier, yeah, this is the last one. Some of the areas here take on the original designs. If you notice on the Forest Medallion, actually, it looks more like a fan than a leaf or anything like that. That would really signify forests. Forests? 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 Okay, I'm sorry. And that along with the fact that later on in this... Hello, you need to just go away. You're nothing but an annoyance at this point, man. I got the big Goron sword. I got 40 hearts, essentially. You're nothing. You are nothing but an annoyance to me, Wolfos. So just go, please go away. There aren't that many enemies left to fight in the game, to be honest with you. Obviously, because we're at the very end. Yay, rubies! That was pointless. Well, I don't know. Do you have to light those before lighting this one? I'm actually not entirely sure. You may just be able to get away just lighting this one to unlock the door. The door. Unlock the door there. What? Sorry. Alright, yeah. But you see, we actually have fans here, so the fans along with the design on the medallion, which, yeah, you can see it on here as well. Kinda, actually, okay, no, those are 2 things. Sorry, for a minute there, I thought the spirit medallion had the same thing on there. the fans and all that on the medallion actually lend a bit of credibility to that theory. I mean, it's plausible. I can't really say for sure whether or not I believe it, because I don't know, honestly. Like, I have no strong feelings one way or the other. I need to get that way. There we go. Thought I wasn't going to make that for a second. And you turn around, and yay, there's a thing there now. Yay! Everybody lived happily ever after. We're nowhere near happily ever after quite yet. Well, actually, I mean, whoa. What? Really? You can see me from that far? What am I... Are you done? Jeez, I should have killed you when I walked in the room. That was crazy. I didn't know you could see me from that far away. You jerk. Here, I'm going to throw a bomb at you. Which, I mean, I would have had to anyways eventually, but still. Your demise comes earlier because of your jerkitude. You jerk. Jerk. Anyways, let's run over here. Don't overshoot it. I thought I overshot it. And get this one right here. This room actually puzzled me quite a bit when I was younger. Mostly because of that ruby right over there. The one with the invisible post we had to unlock. Because I would always think you had to get on the fan and run. And it just, that's not what you gotta do. Also, let's wait for this fan to finish. Heh, fan. That was stupid, I'm sorry. Oh, and I didn't wait. Are they all back? Yep. And the Bombos is back. Or the Bombos. Oh, wow. That. Okay. Well, I'm gonna cut here now. I'll see you guys. I mean, that was actually kind of slick. See you guys when I get other rubies. And we got the last ruby. Yay. Again, I know I'm cutting like 10-15 seconds off right there, so it's not a big deal, but trust me, when the video's not an hour and a half long, you guys will be alright with that. And that's actually the last one, so let's go ahead and get rid of this crap. Also, we get to see Saria for the last time. Aw, that's kind of sad, man. Kind of sad. Sorry, had to take a drink. My throat is getting dry already, and we're like halfway through the episode, so. The fourth bear is spell her link, and I'm bye. And that's it. That's the last time we ever see her. It's so sad. It's so sad. It makes me a sad panda. That makes me a sad panda. Alright, so that's the last one. So now let's see what our magic has wrought. Even though, well, I mean, technically it was magic. And things go crazy. And the shield thing is dispelled, and awesomeness. We get to go out to the final fight, which I'm very happy about. Okay, one other thing. Right. Well, actually, no, because they're not in the right area. If you finish over here in the, if you finish with a spirit one, and you watch that cutscene and all that, okay, yeah. See that scary, dark little doorway figure over there? That scared the crap out of me before. I know other LPers have pointed that out, and if we're wondering where that goes, we'll handle that later. There's nothing we can do with it right now, but later on we'll. Okay. You guys are, screw you bats, I don't care about you. Go away. You guys are pointless. Also, you know what? I'm going to switch away from the mirror shield. Again, I'm going to finish this in full-on Link style. Open Lincoln style. What? Sorry. So you may not even be able to hear it quite yet, but there's some ominous music very likely playing. Wow, you guys went down way easy. I mean, I knew you guys are weak, and I got some of the best weaponry and all that, but still, that was kind of pathetic, guys. Yes, one of my favorite Zelda songs is actually playing right now. It's the equivalent of the Imperial March in Star Wars is a good way to put it, I think. But especially just I think it's Ganondorf theme is the official name of it, if I remember right. But just a very ominous, hello skeleton, very ominous song, and very chromatic, and just generally freaky and scary and spooky, scary skeletons. Because I'm fighting Staphylos. Speaking of, why is Staphylos still alive? Thank you. Jeez, that took way too long. But we get the boss key. Also lost. Oh no, we do it. I was wrong. We do have. I've been wrong a lot. This is the last chest we'll be opening. I guess technically I wasn't wrong because that's the last item chest we're opening. This is the last boss key chest we're opening. Yay! It's all shiny and stuff, and it looks all good in 480p, which I'm very happy about. I know you guys are tired of hearing me brag about it, but dude, you have no idea how much I have like obsessed over video quality over the last 2 years, and to finally have the quality I've wanted is a very big deal for me. Also, Dark Nuts. Unfortunately, this isn't like Wind Waker where we can kill him in one hit with the thingamajig, but we can kill them pretty easily between the double defense and the big Goron sword. You can see, like, he's hit us twice, and really not even done all that much damage. And then one more, bam, and then he's dead. It's kind of sad. Darknuts are, especially this one, because this one's, like, epic. This is, like, the best common, well, I'll say common, even though he's the only one in the game of that color. But probably the best designed enemy in the game, I think, is this particular Darknut here. He's very awesome. Also, he just knocked the crap out of me, which has happened, like, a lot. There we go. I was trying to dodge earlier. Wouldn't give me the time I needed. Yay! Stupidly easy fight with the big Goron sword. And, I mean, I don't really know what to say about it. It's very easy. He spits out hearts like crazy. But hey, I mean, it's a thing. Also, I just realized we're pretty low on magic. I probably should have got a magic potion before coming here. It's a good idea, by the way, is to get a magic potion before coming here. I should have done it myself, but I didn't. So yeah. And this is a very oddly and ominous room. There are hearts and arrows and all that down here, and I believe there is magic down here as well. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I think it'll refill our magic and health and everything before the final fight, which is coming up right now. Which, if you've noticed over my loud mouth, the music is getting steadily louder. This is another part of that genius game design that I love so much. That's mostly aesthetic. It's just setting the mood like that. It's something this game is very good at, and I love it so very much. Probably one of the major things about this game that made it as famous as it is how good it is at setting up aesthetic. But anyways, cutscene time. Oh no, he looks shocked. And slow pan down to the king of all evil, playing what is probably the most kickin' organ I've ever seen in my entire life. I would love to actually have a perfect recreation of that organ. That'd be so cool. Like the ultimate collector thing. Although, honestly, it's kind of lacking in the keys department. To be perfectly honest, most organs have quite a few more keys than that. But, I mean, hey, whatever. It's still neat. Yeah, and he fills our stuff up. Because he's nice, I guess? Don't really know how that happened. Or why that happens. Maybe he's just being sporting. The Triforce parts are resonating. They're combining into one again. Yep, that they are. The two Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. Evil laugh. Ganondorf is quite good at that. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. That's quite ominous. I command you to return them to me. No. I don't know what you're doing, but it's purple and evil and I don't like it. Yes, and Link, you can't snobby telling us you can't help us. We actually have to go without Z targeting in the first part of this fight right here. And magic organ disappears. Yeah, don't know how that happened. He's gonna knock the floor down and actually lead to that weird looking area I was talking about earlier where there's magic and stuff. This is a pretty simple little fight right here. It's very common in the Zelda series. You basically play tennis with him for a little while. This can actually be kind of difficult with the big orange sword because I believe it swings a little slower than the Master Sword, so it takes a little bit of getting used to. Oops, I missed. Once you... There we go. Almost missed an opportunity there. Oh, no. Hit him. There we go. I didn't think I was going to get any hits in there. Once, Oh, we got a lot of hits in right there. Oh, no, we can use the targeting. I didn't think we were supposed to use it, be able to... Okay, we can't... Okay, yeah, we can't when he's like this, when we're playing tennis with him and all that. And we can't when we shoot him with the arrow, but once we get close to him, we can use the targeting easy. So, I mean, yeah, there's that explanation of that. Also, we have, like, no magic. That's not good. I thought he refilled magic, but he didn't. I may end up having to go down to that floor there just to get some magic, because we need it. We need light arrows for this, and actually, there's two parts of this fight, and we need magic for each part. Hit him hard! Hit him hard! Hit him hard! Okay, I'm gonna take a little dive real quick. And take a little bit of damage. Oh, no take damage. No take damage! It's okay. Let's see if we can find some magic down here, because I really could use some. I don't need rubies! Okay, there we go. Like, really? Rubies? Money's not gonna help me with this. Oh, that reminds me, there's something I need to do. That I said I was gonna do, I think, early on early on in the LP, and I almost forgot about it. That would have been bad. That's it? Okay, so we're kind of screwed on the magic department, which is going to screw us up later, but oh well. We're gonna play tennis with Ganondorf like we have been, but we're gonna use a bottle because you can. It's something weird, and I'm assuming they're doing it at purpose at this point. But ever since Link to the Past, there's a glitch in Link to the Past where, in a very similar fight where you're playing tennis with the evil guy like you are here. Nope, get out of the way. You can actually use a bottle to reflect it, and it seems like in every game since they've recreated that glitch for some reason. I guess just because it was funny as crap. So we're gonna try and do that now. Except not, because he's shooting a big ball of evil at us, and we can't reflect that. So let's just keep running. Yeah, whenever you see that... okay. No, 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 no! Oh. I gotta climb all the way back up there. I mean, as you can see, he's hit us a few times already. Link. This is the final fight, man. You can't be doing this crap now. He's hit us a few times already. He's only taken away 2.5 hearts. If you have double damage and full hearts on top of that, like all the heart pieces... This fight is a piece of cake. Like, it's not a difficult... It's not a difficult... It's just not a difficult... Just to be perfectly honest, and he's continuously knocking more and more of the floor down. I actually don't know if I can make that jump here. Dude, stop with the big ball of evil! I don't know how I didn't dodge that before, but if you keep running like this, it usually doesn't hit you. But it's hit me twice now. Wow! LP curse. You know what? I'm just going to blame it on the LP curse. That works. Works for me. Welcome to the finale of Ocarina of Time, where you see me climb a lot. Because that's pretty much all that's been going on for this entire fight, is me climbing these little... whatever these are. What are these? Rails? Why has this entire column got ladders on it? I don't really understand. Ow! Dude, all of a sudden... really? Really? I have never had this much problem with this. Of course this is going to happen during the LP. Why wouldn't it? This episode's going to be a lot longer than 45 minutes, too. We're looking at an hour minimum. Sorry. I know you guys don't love super long videos, but it's the finale, so what crap. I can't make that, can I? No. You've knocked, like, all the floor down. How can I even get up there? He's just screaming. You're not even hitting anybody, dude. I'm down here. See your cape of flying. Actually, I think that's your shadow. That's kind of weird. So where can I even friggin' jump back to the corner there? Can I make... Nope. There we go. Alright, we're back. Now I'm just going to tank this hit, because I don't want to run and get hit again. Because I want to fall down again. Tank the hit. Actually, that was a good bit of damage, but it's okay. Imagine how much damage I do without the double damage, though. Dude, stop with the evil... Again, tanking the hit. Just gonna tank it. Gonna tank it. 2.5 hearts. Thank you. Now let me reflect it with the friggin' bottle like I wanted to in the first place. Jeez. Like that was that hard to set up. Ganondorf, you're such a douche. Ow! You guys saw me reflect with the bottle. I want to show it off. I showed it off there. Now, friggin' reflect the friggin' tennis ball of death and doom and destruction and doom and death, so I can finish you off and get the crap out of here. This friggin' videos are gonna be friggin' too long in the friggin' first place. Just die, jump, don't fall. Link! Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my darling. Clementine. Ugh. How many times have I fallen? That's like the 6th time I have fallen. I have fallen. Yes. I have fallen. And I can't even friggin' jump. Yeah, go ahead. Knock the crap out of me. That's fine. There are places I can't even stand! No, 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 no. Okay. Please. I just want to finish this. I just want... Whatever. I don't care anymore. I've got fairies. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, hey! I had no idea you could do that! Wow, I feel really stupid now for taking those hits earlier. I didn't think you could reflect these. I thought you had to dodge them. Well, that makes things easier, except when it doesn't, because I got hit anyways. But still! And of course, frickin' beeping. The final fight. I have never had this much of a problem with this fight before, like in my entire Zelda career. I cannot believe this is happening right now. Actually, I can believe it. I can't believe that it has technically died. Although not really, because I have a fairy, but still. Used up my fairy, so that's fun. I have never had this much of a problem with this fight before. I am, like, burning in the face with embarrassment right now. Hurry up and shoot the barrel of doom and death so I can kill you, finally. I really just want you to die, Ganondorf. You've embarrassed me so much. Thank you. I think the game's taking it easy on me, too. Because it knows how much I suck. Let's take the good way out here. Really, one hit is all that's left that entire time. Okay. Okay. Back to earlier. See, he's talking to Great Evil King, and he's going to spit up blood right here. Bleh. That's the last censor that I mentioned way back in episode 1. I mentioned that there were like 3 or 4 major censors. That was the last one, actually, of the game. Was him spitting out red blood in the original version. I actually have a cartridge. My cartridge version of this game, the original version, is the uncensored one. It has red blood and the original Gerudo symbol and the original Fire Temple music. So that's cool. Also, we beat Ganondorf, so that's fun at a full 43 minutes into the video. Or 43 minutes in the recording session. I actually don't know what the video's at right now. We may end up finishing this under an hour. Maybe. I don't remember how long the cutscene is. But we beat Ganondorf, so that's fun. I mean, we didn't really beat him. He's gonna come back. Spoilers. But, I mean, still. It's cool. Right? I think it's cool. I mean, I'm happy with it. I don't know about you. Anyway, without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and, well, he just kind of turned into a douche. He does that a lot, you'll notice, throughout the Zelda series. This is actually not my favorite incarnation of Ganondorf. Ganondorf. My favorite incarnation of Ganondorf is probably Wind Waker, if I had to guess. Honestly. With his last dying breath, Ganondorf trying to crush us Ruins Tower. We hurry, escape. Follow, please. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to complain about this because it's, again, probably one of my least favorite parts of the game. God, the slowdown. It's extremely easy, but you just kind of have to follow Zelda. But the problem is, Zelda is super, super slow. And if you go too far ahead of her in some parts, she actually won't move. So, it's really annoying. Plus, honestly, I could just jump and be okay. I mean, I've done it before. I have fallen from higher heights than this before and survived fine. Also got hit by a rock in the cutscene. That was crappy. So, I mean, really, Zelda, you're the one holding me back here. I mean, let's just be honest. It's your fault. But yeah, we gotta follow her outside the castle. Where we will fight the final fight of Fightitude. So, I mean, that's cool. I'm alright with that. Oh, and we do have full magic. When did it refill our magic? Did the fairy refill our magic? The fairy doesn't refill magic. What the crap? Does it do that automatically, and I've just never noticed? I don't know. See, we'll need magic for the last fight here, so I'm happy we do have it, if nothing else. Where are you going, Zelda? You're taking, like, the most convoluted route possible. Just friggin' quickest way from A to B is the straight line. Did you not take junior high math or whatever class that was that taught me that? Also, epic jump for no apparent reason. That worked, too. Maybe I was just trying to be a daredevil. Showing off for Zelda. Trying to show her my skills. My mad, crazy skills, yo. Alright, and in here we gotta fight the 2 skeletons again. Spooky skeletons. What? Spooky, scaly skeletons. That's not how that song goes, John. I don't know if you're aware of that. Spooky, scary skeletons. Shin shivers down my die. Ooh. One more. I don't think these are like the... Actually, no, these are like the other ones. They'll come back alive if you don't kill it quick enough. Luckily, with a big Goron sword, that's not much of a concern for us. Thank you, Link. Now let's hurry. Yeah, and she gives us hearts, which I will actually get, just because. As the previous fight has shown, my luck has not been so good so far. And by luck, I mean complete and utter stupidity and lack of skill. Cannot believe that fight went so bad. That was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But hey, part of the experience of LPing, I suppose. I really have, like, never done that bad. Even when I was a kid, I don't think I ever did that bad on that fight. That's crazy. Where are you going? Just go right here. Right here. You could have gone right through those boulders. Oh, Zelda. You rule the kingdom. I hope you're aware of that. You are in charge of probably a couple dozen people in this entire land. Like, you should not be so stupid, says the person who's gotten hit by, like, 4 rocks. Where is it? Come on! Hey, listen. Get your butt over here. Jeez. She's so irritating. Gugh. Gugh. Honestly, I don't actually know what happens when you run out of time on here. I don't think I've ever actually run out of time. That did nothing. Yeah, it freezes, but then you can just, like, tumble out of the way. Scary! I know where the exit is! You're in front of it! Just do it! Oh! Zelda. So yeah, this is the end. We have a full minute left, and honestly, that could have gone a lot better if I do say so myself. I don't know, like, what the quickest time out of here ever is. I don't even know what my quickest time out of here is, but I don't think I've ever finished with less than, like, 45 seconds. So, I'm assuming you, like, die and start over if you run completely out of time, but, I mean, don't know for sure. Never done it, so, yeah. And we get to watch the castle steam and blow up and fall down and make the same sound that the well did when Bongo Bongo exploded out of it, which if you listen, you'll hear. Wait for it. Hey! That always, like, messed with my head. I noticed that when I was a kid, and it's, again, one of those, like, weird, minute things that sticks out to me about this game. So it's the exact same sound. I mean, obviously, it's system limitations is why it was done like that, but it's still... Also, what castle collapses like this? It's like a kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope? Is that right? Whatever, the telescope. That's what I was looking for. I had the scope right. I was half right. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be over an hour long. Whoopsie-daisy. Oh well. Again, I knew it was going to be an hour, or I knew it was going to be a long video, so... I suppose technically I could split it up, but no. I'm kind of ready for this to be over with. I may, like... I could split it in two and upload as, like, 38 part 1 and 38. I've done that before, but nah, I'd rather not. You guys just get an extra long video. Hopefully you guys don't mind too much. Link, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. Yeah, you were crap. You didn't do crap, you crap. You suck. Alright. What's that? What was that? What is that sound? Gee, I don't know. What could it possibly be? Fire. It's fire. It's always fire. It's always fire. Yeah, and then Ganondorf explodes, and a very epic scene, to be fair. He does look quite to be a, with his Triforce of power. And then Ganondorf turns into the loving pig we all know and love Ganon. Probably, you know, as much as this isn't my favorite Ganondorf appearance, this is probably my favorite Ganon appearance. He looks, well, Twilight Princess is a close second, but I think he looks creepier, and also my sword that I wasn't even using. But I mean, still, my sword. There's no way he's going to hold me back again. This time, we fight together. Thank you, Navi. I'm sure it'll be great help. Actually, it legit will be great help, because what we have to do, while his sword's phased through me for some reason, is equip our big Goron sword first off, and then get the crap out of there. After that, we can shoot him in the face with light arrows, and it will stun him profusely for a second. Yeah. And something lovely is that the Z target will actually automatically switch from his head to his tail, depending on which one you're closer to. So it makes hitting him pretty easy. This fight gets considerably more tricky when you run out of magic and you can't shoot light arrows anymore. You can shoot regular arrows, and they'll, like, tickle his nose a little bit, is a good way to describe it. And it'll distract him just long enough to get behind him sometimes. But to be honest with you, it's quite a bit harder. The light arrows stun him for a lot longer. Which, as you can see, this is a pretty clockwork fight if you know what you're doing. Haven't had much trouble yet. I think we may actually get through this. I have more magic this time than I did. Oops. Okay. See, I had to go off running my big old mouthy. I think I have more magic this time than I did during my practice file. Oh, crap, dude. Last shot. Hopefully this will kill him. Nope. Okay, so you guys get to see the fun way of doing this. So yeah, he just kind of like shakes his head a little bit. Oh, we only do it one time. That wasn't too bad. Yep. That's it. That's pretty much the entire fight, or almost. Once we have the Master Sword, we just gotta go get it and then do the finishing move. And that's it. What you got to say, Zelda? I've never actually talked to you at this point, so I'm gonna talk to you. I put my sword up like I'm just gonna take a break. I need to breathe. Use the Master Sword to strike Ganon with the sword and sword and sword. Okay. I got an easy hit on you. Whoa, hey now. Magic! Well, that makes things a whole lot easier. Again, something I didn't know about this friggin' this game. That's amazing. Wow. You guys are probably like so making fun of me so hard right now. He didn't know there's magic in the thingamajigs. What a fool. I am a fool, I'm sorry. There legit is a lot about this game I still don't know. As much as I love it. It's a very common theme. I talked about it earlier. But there are a lot of games I really love that I just don't know everything about, honestly. Come on, get on over here. Or really, you know what, screw it. We'll just, oh, okay. I shot your tail. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, that's what you're gonna do. You did something. You did something hard. Yeah, shake your little head. Right. Kick your little tail. I don't know why I'm speaking to you like you're some sort of pet. My pet Ganon. Something tells me that would not sell very well. Giant pig monster you bring home. Can I keep it, Mom? Ow! Zelda says no. You cannot keep it. It will kill all of humanity. Oh, crap. I did a dang. I did a diddly dang. Yeah, you keep shaking your head. Ah, crap! All of a sudden I'm having a problem. Really? Keep shaking your head. Keep shaking your head. Really, you should fall down here very momentarily. I hope so, anyways. Dude, I keep hitting you with the arrow. Why are you not shaking your little heady head? There you go. And that's it. Get to land the last hit, which I'm very excited about. And Zelda holds him down with the magic. That would have gone a lot better if we actually switched back to the Goron sword. You can do that, but I want to finish full-on Link style with the green tunic, the Hylian shield, and the Master Sword. So let's do this crap. Oh, Zelda, take a breath. Hold on. You'll be alright. Link's like, holy crap. I love that expression. Alright. That's it. Boom. That's not at all what I did. But it works. And flip. Stab it, stab, stab, stab. Not quite as epic as the ending of Wind Waker, but still pretty cool. Now, before Wind Waker, like when this game first came out, and the first time we saw that, you had 6 stages and they do all their thing. That was like the most epic cutscene ever. That was amazing when it first came out. It still is pretty amazing, to be fair. I certainly enjoy it. Certainly, certainly do. Ancient creators of Hyrule. What? Now open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. Yeah, until the events of Link to the Past, whatever game is after this in the timeline. I don't actually remember. It's not Link to the Past. What is it? I don't know. I just don't know. I should know that, but I don't. I actually don't have Hyrule Historia yet. I've always said I'm going to get it, but I just never quite make it to getting that. I'm going to, though, so don't feel too bad for me. I am highly interested in getting the Hyrule Historia. Yay, and big white portal of death or whatever. And that's it. That was the last fight. We did it. You. Me? Curse you, Zelda. Oh, you mean Zelda. Okay. I thought you were talking about me. Curse you, sages. I mean, they helped. I mean, I feel like I did a lot of the work. There we go. Curse you, Link. Someday, when this seal is broken. He looks so shocked. That is when I will exterminate your descendants. Thus setting up many other games. Something Zelda is also very good at is setting up other games inside of its own series, which is cool. It's a good idea from the developers, if you ask me. As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. ... And? No, okay, that's it. That's your parting words. Hand. Your last word was hand. I hope you're happy with yourself. So beautiful. Such a beautiful scene. Yay. This cutscene is, like, I don't know. Every time I see it, I just saw it the other day in my practice file, but every time I see it, it brings back such a huge rush of nostalgia. Like, the only way I know how to describe it is a kind of high. And, you know, obviously, don't do drugs, kids. That's bad. But, that's the only real way, the only thing I know really to compare this to is just this warm feeling inside, this utter nostalgic greatness. Yeah, you dragged me into it, Zelda. Got locked up for 7 years. I had to fight a giant pig and friggin' old ladies fused together. It was a nightmare. And it's all your fault. However, by doing this, the road between towns will be closed. Yes, and sad endings when Zelda and Link can't be together, or whoever Link's supposed to be with. I think I mentioned before about my personal opinion is Mon. But hey, everyone's got their own idea. There's something kind of weird they did in this game where, I don't know if they did it on purpose necessarily, but they did kind of set it where you can just kind of decide who you want Link to end up with romantically. Although really, to be fair, there's like next to no romantic involvement in this game whatsoever besides crazy Gerudo. So really, they probably didn't mean to do anything, and the fans just made it up on their own, because fans just kind of do that kind of stuff. But yeah, my personal favorites, Marlon. Sorry. Now go home, Link. Regain your lost time. Home, where you are supposed to be. The way you are supposed to be. What does that mean? Am I not good enough now? Like, what are you trying to say, princess? You play your little song. So she plays her song and sends us back in time. Back in time. Had to do it. I apologize for nothing. At least not right then. You know, all things considered, these graphics have actually stood up pretty well. Thank you, Link. You're welcome. Goodbye. You're welcome. Link's kinda derpy sometimes. Just putting that out there. And with that, Ocarina of Time is finished. Holy crap. Been going on since May, and it's actually finally done. I apologize so profusely for it taking so long. Again, it seems to be a curse of this game. Anytime somebody LPs it, it always takes forever. But I know for me, personally, it was because of a lot of work stuff. When I first started this game, was right at the time I got the news that I got this new job. And when I did that, I had to go out of town for training for a few weeks, and just generally, it was a very busy time for me. And it made it to where I couldn't record or really do anything LPing-wise. And that pretty much went on for a little while, honestly. I had to take a few little breaks here and there, mostly due to work. When the iPhone 6 launched, work for you guys that don't know, I work for AT&T and I sell phones. I sell cell phones. Sorry. But yeah, when the iPhone 6 launched, that was a big deal. So I think I worked like 100-something hours in a week, or not, well, maybe not quite 100. I worked like 60 or 70 hours that week when the iPhone 6 launched. It was crazy, and it was, yeah. But it's over now. We actually finished this. I'm so glad I finished this LP. There are so many times throughout the LP I was like, am I actually going to be able to finish this? I don't want to have another, there's the mystery tree. I don't want to have another unfinished LP on my record. Even though, like, all the reasons I haven't finished LPs are for good reasons, but still, like, it's happened so many times now that it really bothers me. Except for Lion King. I have no good reason not to have finished Lion King. I'll admit that. All the other ones, though, pretty good reasons. But yeah, I'm very happy to be finishing this game. This is one of those games when I started LPing, like, I always knew I was going to do this game, and I'm not going to say I wanted to be, like, the apex of my LPing career, because I don't know what the apex of my LPing career is or will be, but it's definitely, like, where I considered I'd hit my stride, you know what I mean? And I guess really I did, because this is, even though it didn't happen in the last 2 episodes, I got my quality where I wanted it to be. You know, I've got a pretty good little fan base going, which your thanks are coming up, so wait for a minute. Also, that grass seems to have grown quite a bit out of control. Same with the rocks. There's a lot of grass and rocks around there, man. Where'd everybody go? But yeah. As, like, the same thing I do at the end of every LP. I really want to take a minute and thank you guys for watching, as cool as it is to have people that watch this stuff regularly, because I do put a lot of time in this. Time I don't always necessarily have, to be honest with you, and to be rewarded with comments and you know, stuff like that, even subscriptions, as vain as that sounds, it makes a difference. It's really cool. Also, this is where the ending gets really awesome. The Lost Woods theme and all the colorful fire, and then everybody's partying. Although this brings up one really good question. You're gonna see the Kokiris. You see them in the background? How the frick are they out of the forest? They're not supposed to be able to leave the forest. Does it mention it somewhere in the game that they can now leave the forest when Ganondorf is dead? I don't remember that. But they left the forest, so, I mean, hey, good for them. Also, why are they even partying? They don't really, I went back in time, so they don't really know any of this even happened. We basically broke time. I don't know. I don't understand it, but it is really cool. This is definitely, like I said, one of my favorite cutscenes in video game history, just because of how awesome it is. Everybody's partying. You got Sakon, or whatever his name back there. His name's Sakon in Majora's Mask, running around in the background. Beautiful Milan, and all the carpenters are now choirmen, apparently. Ah, it's so awesome. I love it so much. Didn't mean to scare you. I apologize. Freaky shop owners doing dances. Also, there's that one guy who died. How you doing? It was the carpenter's son. I don't know how he got there. I think it was the carpenter's son anyways. Gerudo's doing a line dance. Everything is awesome, basically. It makes me very happy. Oh, and then we got sad Miyamoto and King Zora, because his daughter and Saria are gone forever, and they can't be seen. So sad. But what's this? There's magic in the air. Sorry. I have that issue where every time I hear a song lyric, I have to finish it. And they fly across the sky, and they look over everybody's happiness. It's all the sages, by the way, if you didn't guess that. you probably guessed that. You probably guessed it. And they're all on top of Death Mountain for some reason. Not really sure why on top of Death Mountain, but whatever. I guess it's because they can watch over everybody. It's the highest point in the land. I don't really know. But they're all there. Saria and Darunia. Big brother. So sad, yet so satisfying at the same time. Oh, and the GameCube went dark. Or excuse me, the Wii went dark. Whoops. Way to end the LP, John. Just fan-freaking-tastic. Oh, it's so good. You're awesome. And what's the last thing we see during this fantastic project that I can't believe we actually finished? This actually sets up another thing. Right here in this little part, Navi's gonna fly out the window without saying a word because the reasons. I don't really understand it either. Supposedly this is where it sets up Majora's Mask. Also Deku Shield. I have a Deku Shield, which is good because it makes it feel complete. I don't know why. It just does. Navi flies out the window eventually. Come on. Get on out of here, Navi. I do not want to see you anymore. I'm done listening to you. Holy crap, I actually am done listening to you throughout this entire LP now. Fantastic. Yes. And that kind of sets up Majora's Mask, because the widely accepted popular theory is that during Majora's Mask, when it says you're looking for a friend, that is who you are in fact looking for, is Navi. The epic music closes with the bells and the Temple of Time chiming, and a nice view of the Master Sword, and presented by Nintendo, and everything is good in the world. I love it. I love it so much. I really do. This is one of my favorite games of all time. Oh, what's this? I wasn't going back into Nightmare Before Christmas lyrics, I promise. I thought about it, but I didn't. I exercise self-control. Oh, it's little kid Zelda again. So, I mean, that's kind of creepy. We're just kind of watching her, I guess. Oh, no, okay. And we get to see each other. So yeah, during that cutscene in the original part when we first walked up and met her. Oh, hey, Luigi and Bowser in the background. How you doing? When we first walked up and met her in the garden there, she was talking about, I feel like I've met you before. Yes, this is kind of what they're talking about. It's an infinite loop type situation. And everything goes black and white, and that's how it ends. That's it. The Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time. Trademark. The end. Bold orange lettering, which is kind of an odd choice, but still cool. So that's it. We're done. The LP is over. We're at an hour and 5 minutes of this video, so just hope you guys actually stuck around. If not, you may have to watch it in increments. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you stuck throughout this entire LP, God bless you, because not a lot of people have, I'm sure. But you guys mean a lot to me, and I do this so that I get to hear from you guys about how you like it and stuff like that, and you guys are the major motivation in LPing, so don't ever forget that, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. So, yep, I will see you guys next time in something. Thank you guys, and I will see you later. Goodbye.